Yo, 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 welcome back to the Heavily Opinionated Podcast. It's your boy, Jamelky Johnny, a.k.a. Melly Mel,
What do
a.k.a.
you
whatever you want
wanna
to
call me?
call me. And with me, I got.
It's your boy, it's your homie, it's Mr. Black Dot himself. It's your boy, Playboy Troy.
All right, say less. Who else I got with me tonight?
It's Kooley High, aka Frank Mason, aka Nigo Dominus, the number one Falcon fan in the building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Who else with me?
Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Platinum Pat, King Platinum in the building. What it do?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And last but certainly not least, experiencing technical
People's favorite DJ,
difficulties.
DJ Rose. What's good with y'all boys tonight?
Oh, what?
Whoa.
Bro, I know you live in Florida, but that was too fast, bro. That fast music,
Spell
bro.
up the beat.
My boy
You
is
slow it
And
down.
you know how when you online and they type to you, the computer has said, you need to turn down your computer.
Fast music 954.
Yo, that was crazy.
Oh, shoot.
Man.
Kenneth is AI.
Hey,
Hey, what's
Easy.
going on with the Commanders? I'm getting text messages about the Commanders.
I think they up
They
right
up.
now at halftime or something
They
like
up.
that. Yeah,
Beating
there
the
was
Bengals.
Bengals scored first with Jamar Chase. I seen that, and then that's when it looked like the Commanders found their groove. This for sure possible rookie of the year. We'll see. We'll see. It's only week 3, week 4.
Yeah,
so.
she mad at me because I told her to start the defense against the Commanders, and apparently the Commanders are beating her bad.
The Bengals defense, I would never start. But hey, I'll put the Bucks defense over the Bengals defense. You know what I'm saying? The Bucks looking good.
They got smoked too this weekend.
Yeah, for sure. They did. Bo Nix got his first win, you know. So, and it's been a very good week. Malik Willis ended up balling against the team that traded him. Will Levis still looking like turning the ball over
Right.
every chance he
Mr.
can.
The meme machine. That's what they call him.
CJ Stroud got a
Mr.
good
Mayo.
CJ Stroud got a good little whooping because I love CJ Stroud, but I feel like he's gotten. I'm like, hey, we gotta let at some point we gonna see he's gonna get hit in the mouth pause with a game that's like, all right, settle down. This is still the NFL because he's been on a hot streak from last season into the playoffs. Then that's when a real experienced team will come by and just kind of dumb it down just a little bit.
Sound like a hater.
I ain't hating. I like CJ Stroud. You know I fuck with Ohio State, but I just
It just sound like you hating, bro. It do.
you know why I'm hating? I'm hating because I'm
I'm
hating because I hear people say he's better than Hurts, and I'm like, come on, man, don't do my boy like that.
But this what I feel. This is why I say it.
He
That's why I
is.
say it's
You know
hating.
No,
I'm
Because
glad you
Jalen
brought
Hurts
it
gonna have
Hold
bad
on,
Is
man.
it-
I just
Jalen
saw a
Hurts-
crazy
Well,
stat, though.
Let's talk about it.
Hold up. I saw a crazy stat, though.
is Hurts better than Dak? I mean, it's not Hurts. Is
No.
CJ better than Dak?
There's
Yes.
a
Oh no,
there's a
no.
stat that's saying that
Hold on. Why are you pushing off and evading the real conversation? The real convo is not about Dak, nigga. It's about Jalen Hurts and CJ Stroud.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts, CJ
This
Stroud. I
nigga
don't
brought
know
up
why he-
Dak. So is Dak
because
better than
I'm-
Jalen Hurts? Because why are you
Nope.
leaving Jalen Hurts out?
Jalen Hurts better than both of them.
I don't know.
No, he's
about
not. You know
Yes, he
why?
is.
I don't know about
Jalen Hurts
all
don't know how
that.
to read
I don't know
coverages,
about all
and he
that.
was an RPO quarterback offense. Bro,
You said
it's
what?
not college no more, bro. You can't run that against the best defenses.
The
That's why
man
every
Jalen
time-
Hurts is running the same
Hold on,
offense Dak was
Can I
just
finish my
running.
statement? Can I finish my statement? That's why every time they play a big game against a real defense, they fucking lose. Because he doesn't know how to read coverages.
Don't do that.
CJ Stroud knows how to
No,
read coverages.
he don't know how to read
I'm
coverages.
not
That's why he could. That's why he
doesn't
could
know how to
throw.
read coverages well. He can read coverages. He just
No, don't do
he
that.
makes some
No.
mistakes. I think CJ Stroud
When you gotta
is
force him
growing
to
right
play
now.
quarterback,
I
that's
can't
when you see the flaws.
you can't definitively say like, oh, CJ Stroud is better than Jalen Hurts. But what you can say is
He's
they
better at
have
reading. He's
strengths and
better at
weaknesses
one
that are
specific area of being a
contrast
quarterback.
to each other.
He's more developed in the
Because
southern
Jalen
area.
Hurts got wheels. CJ Stroud ain't got wheels.
That's what I'm
from I've
saying. He's
seen. The nigga
developed
don't
in the
move.
southern area mentally. It's the mental game. Jalen Hurts has all the physicals. Nobody can't mess with Jalen Hurts running that ball or his arm strength. But his flaw is reading coverages. When we take the RPO away,
But
and you
to
gotta
that point,
get under center, or you
CJ
gotta
not the
hit
best.
shotgun.
No, that's how he
Nah,
started
you
under
trying-
center
nah,
in
nah,
Alabama.
But you
Don't
can't,
do
nah,
that.
you
And he
can't do
succeeded.
that.
I said,
about
Frank, when
CJ.
you say take
You
away
acting
the
like
RPO,
CJ is
you
just
take
an
away the whole new
amazing.
threat when it comes to the quarterback
It's two
today.
things.
CJ Stroud
RPO
hasn't even played 30 games in his career yet.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You acting
That's
like
why I'm saying we
CJ
can't
Stroud
give.
is like
No,
CJ
man.
cool. He
This
good.
is his
He
first
just
year with
Watch how it
film
play
on him.
out.
coming up.
Watch how it play out. Okay.
This
You
is his
keep
first
running
year
that
with film on him.
RPO.
This happens all the
RPO
time.
don't do nothing but teach
Here,
you how to
here,
read the
here's
defensive
We've
my
line.
seen,
question
but
to
listen,
that.
this is what I'm gonna say. This is what I'm gonna say. Let
I'm
me
Here's the
speaking
question.
finish this
facts.
real
Y'all
quick.
keep
If
talking.
you
Okay.
if you had both of those players on your team right now, and you're a coach for that team, who are you starting, CJ or Jalen Hurts?
Jalen Hurts.
I mean, that's what we basically
He's
talking about. We
smiling
already
because
had
he
that
knows he's
I'll
answer.
go.
gonna shit.
Yeah, I'm
But my
biased.
As
point,
of right
be
now,
biased.
I'll go Jalen Hurts.
right
I'm going
now,
Jalen
you
Hurts
have to
too.
go Jalen Hurts, and this is why. This is why, Kooley. To your point, Frank or Najee, about your question, we've already seen a Jalen Hurts in the situation right now, and I'm just gonna use this situation from what we just saw this weekend. We've seen Jalen Hurts with no running back, and he still made them get to the. He still got them to the playoffs. If they weren't in the playoffs, they were sniffing. CJ
He's been to the
Stroud
playoffs every
definitely
season.
looked like a whole different quarterback without a decent run game going for him. Last year they had a decent run game going, and it pretty much helped and opened up some of the game. And he also has better receivers and a better connection, and he's not looking that much better than what he did last year. So we're not going to, we got to be. So you got to go with Jalen right now because CJ doesn't have enough games. This isn't apples to apples.
I would say
right now. We got to compare
rebuttal
CJ to
that,
Justin Fields.
I would say because I'm not disagreeing
Shit,
with you.
Justin
You're
Fields
right on the head with it.
got
But the
or
one thing I would say that
Jordan Love.
one thing that you kind of hit on that I wanted to talk about was we're looking at Jalen Hurts, who has consistent weapons back-to-back seasons. They nothing really changed about their lineup. Really, more the only thing that really changed was the offensive line for them. That's the only thing that really changed for them. We're talking
and the
about
running back. Running back is changed every year.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
I feel like I'm about to say running back is always changing for the Eagles to me. But for Houston, we're talking about they really didn't have consistent weapons, but they had enough to gel together last season. This season, you're talking about you basically don't really have a running back, but you have way more weapons on the wide receiver side. That's cool, but if you ain't got if you ain't got a running back back there with you, that opens nothing up because we all know you're going to pass the ball.
And with CJ Stroud,
is weaker.
He has a similar trajectory as Jalen Hurts. Your first year starting, you go to the playoffs with hold on. Your first year,
he's way further along.
You go to the playoffs and get knocked out the first round as a starter. Jalen Hurts, your first year starting, you go to the playoffs and get knocked out by Tom Brady. CJ got knocked out by Lamar Jackson. Your second year, your team, they get you some more weapons, and now you start off hot. Similar with Jalen Hurts. They get you some weapons, and he started off hot, taking them to the Super Bowl and eventually losing. So it's a similar path. He's going down the similar path of Jalen Hurts in a sense. So to say that he's better.
Yes. Career-wise, yes. Development, no. Jalen, CJ Stroud way further along in development in his years.
You can't say development with 30 games.
I can't say development because you're looking at it from a standpoint of those are two completely different teams.
That goes to the Bryce Young situation.
Exactly.
Him and CJ played the same amount of games.
That's basically like Bryce Young. Bryce Young was never going to be successful with the Panthers.
We can't judge his development yet.
They were never going to be successful. Their team is absolutely abysmal. It's garbage, basically. The line is trash. The running back is trash. He basically has no receivers. So what he was set up for failure from the very jump.
And the line. They didn't invest in the line.
I feel like with to your point, with all of that, it's like, yeah, you got to invest in the line, but you also, off the bat, like you should have already known that because what has he played behind? Pause. Like he played with a good line, and you saw him be a good quarterback. So you got to put him in a system that's going to be the same to what he's already been in. You know what I mean? And so when we're talking about, like, to what Najee said earlier, these are two different teams of what we're looking at and what we're seeing.
Run something offense against certain teams because
that may be true, but that's why you don't pick this person at this position and you don't choose them because you
cannot tell me
you can't fill their void of what they need. Hold on, let me say this because CJ Stroud, for example, he's not a runner. We know that. So going to get Joe Mixon was because it was going to open up the backfield for him, and it made things interesting. we were able to see Jalen Hurts with DeAndre Swift, and he was a decent running back, but he was never a top 5 running back in the league. What was the running back before that? That was with Lamar.
Sanders, he went to the Panthers.
You
talking about with Philly?
Or
that was with Lamar?
The one though, it was Miles Sanders, and then I think didn't they pick up the dude who said Lamar should have got the championship that one year? Like it was like 1 year. I think he was a backup or something. I don't know. But the moral of the
I know you're talking about.
We picked up Penny.
He's a commentator now. Not commentator. He's on
Mark Ingram.
Yeah, Mark Ingram.
He's on.
Yeah, Mark Ingram. Yep.
No, we in Philly never had him.
Anybody? Okay. I thought they did, but so Sanders. But anybody who can run the ball, they get because they also know that you can run with Jalen Hurts and you can do certain plays, and they've been able to scheme with Hurts, and we've been able to see Hurts succeed. So I think when we're doing this comparison, it's robbing of Jalen Hurts and of CJ Stroud. You're robbing him of the opportunity of being what he could be.
You can compare Jalen Hurts to Justin Herbert. They're both in year 4 or 5-ish. You can compare CJ Stroud to Bryce Young or who's another.
You can compare him to Brock Purdy. I would compare him to because let's go to Brock Purdy. Brock
Purdy got one more year over him, but that's still
look, he's been in, but remember, he's the last draft pick. So we gotta look. Let's try to get these things to apples to apples. Bro, he was never chosen. He wasn't chosen to be where he is. He got that spot and he succeeded and did his job. CJ Stroud was picked to be in that position, got that job and did his job. And so that's where it's like, but we can compare those players because they're at the same level right now in terms of developing, getting better, this or that. And CJ might be a little bit better than Brock. I don't know talent-wise, but Brock may be able to read shit a little bit better too because he's still got to make those reads and make those throws. But Kyle Shanahan is also a freaking wizard as well. Yeah. So we got to include that.
That coaching is a huge thing too with Jalen Hurts. He's had a new offensive coordinator every single season since being in the NFL.
That's why I kept bringing up the offense. Y'all made it seem like I was attacking Jalen Hurts like he's not a top 3, top 5 quarterback talent in the league. He is. But I'm saying the way they got him running the offense and the way you do the option, that dumbs down your quarterback because I'm not reading the coverage. I'm not reading the safety. I'm not reading the quarterback. I'm reading the DN because I need to know if I'm going to keep it or I'm going to give it to the back. That's what I'm reading. That's how the RPO is set up.
But you also have to know the RPO. You also have to read that safety and that linebacker for the pass.
But you think Tom Brady wouldn't have wanted to do that?
Everything play off the DN first. Before I read the safety, I got to read that DN. It's a progression. So DN, all right, that's not there. Now I'm running. Now I'm reading.
But that's not even every play though.
But
that's not even that's not Kellen Moore offense.
Brady, do you think Tom Brady wanted to have to drop back every single time, or do you not think Tom Brady would have wanted the abilities to go get his own 5 yards at least some plays?
Let me ask you, and I'm gonna answer your question with a question. I know nigga hate that, but I'm gonna answer your question with a question. How long did Tom Brady play in the league at a high level?
High level? I would say, up until his last 2 years, I would say.
I mean,
why you think he was able?
Can I get an answer to my question first? Can I get an answer to my question first, though?
Why you think he was able to do that? Because the system he was in. It's not just the talent. It's the system. It's the culture. It's everything we just said. It plays a huge factor.
Pat Mahomes rolls out and does X, Y, and Z, and he's projected to probably
that's after the play
just as long.
That's outside of what's designed to happen.
No, the nigga at the beginning of the play was breaking the play. At the beginning of his career was breaking the play. He was literally just going out there rolling, and niggas was just getting hit. And then they was like, all right, bro, we gonna go out there. That's what he was doing. And so, I mean, even Aaron Rodgers, who I don't know, how long has Rodgers been in the league now?
Since 04, 05.
So going on 20 years. Hold on. Let me finish. Going on 20 years.
Pat, hold up. Before you make the statement.
That's what I'm saying.
Before you make the statement, remember he was on the bench for like I want to say the first 2 years.
3. He didn't start till he didn't start till like 09.
No. Because I before you get to the point,
can't remember.
We talking about now we don't move to longevity wise, but a lot of people which I wanted to say.
Shit, Andy Dalton been in the league since
Tom Brady.
2009.
Because we talking about a connection between Tom Brady and Bryce Young real quick. Where we talked about that. Where nowadays you don't have that no more.
Yeah.
A lot of these players are coming straight in from the draft and they're instantly thrown the league.
They're not given the time to
actually
learn
ready.
how to read defense.
That's a fact. No, that's a fact.
But go ahead.
They're not given the time to learn from anybody. But what I was going to say about Aaron Rodgers was Aaron Rodgers got his own 5 plenty of times, and he's been in the league for 20 plus years. He had the ability to. He had the ability to roll out, blah, 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 and could stay in the pocket. So to your point about a system, Tom just couldn't do that. That's why the system was designed that way. But you have a quarterback that can out of Jalen Hurts, and he can also throw the ball. The reason why we scrutinize, for example, Lamar is because Lamar is in the system to make the throws, and he can't make the throws. He's throwing the ball, and we see him miss the throws and miss the hits, but we see him when he's making these reads. Of course, to your point, it's like, all right, is it because he's doing the options? We know that's not, because we know he has the ability to make the throw. He's just missing them. So I don't think we can just say, oh, because they run an option, he's not given the chance to get his skill development to that level.
In the NFL, because of how smart these head coaches are, how smart these defensive coordinators, it's a handicap. You're handicapping your quarterback. That's like a Ferrari. That's like I got a Ferrari in the
That's like saying the tush push is handicapping my running back. Like, because I have a fucking, like, is the tush push handicapping my running back then? Because that's 1 yard that I know I can go get every time with a decent back, but because I'm going to go and I have a quarterback with the ability
it's not handicap,
go ahead and push.
In the sense that when it comes to certain defenses that they run in key situational football, he's not going to be able to pick up on. He's going to throw a pick because he's thinking, oh, that's a too high safety. No, they making it seem like it's the too high safety, but when they snap
run plays that they're successful 80% of the time. They're running plays that they're successful 80. Like, it's not like we sit here and see Jalen Hurts throwing 3 interceptions every week. They make him throw one. He throws one. And
damn.
We've seen
one
the
too
best
many.
quarterback in the league for the past 2 weeks.
What did you say, Jamal? One too many.
He be throwing one too many. That's an Eagles fan. That's a
where
tough
is
Eagles
that coming
fan.
from?
No,
Coming
hold
from the
on.
system that they running.
Because look at what he skipped over. We've seen the best quarterback in the league throw 2 interceptions last week and 1 this week. And what's the difference?
That's true.
But you skipped over that comment because you heard 1 too many. Come on, bro. You're
talking about Pat Mahomes?
Jalen Hurts. It's not.
Yeah, he's talking about Pat Mahomes. Pat Mahomes been throwing some too. Pat Mahomes been throwing some too. And the ones that have pissed me off with the only honestly,
which has been what? Out of character for Pat Mahomes.
No, it ain't. It ain't out of character.
I can't. I Chiefs fan can't let you do that.
Mahomes,
Pat Mahomes gonna throw a first
familiar with his game like that. I don't.
That nigga gonna throw about 30 touchdowns and 20 picks.
How reckless he plays.
He definitely gave away 3 interceptions in that game against the Falcons. He had 3 interceptions to that.
It's not reckless as of in a bad way, but that's just, when you're trying to constantly trying to make plays like he is, you're going to throw interceptions. It's not like it's going to be like, he's just throwing them because he can't read the coverage. He's trying to make a play, and that's just what it is. The shit broke down. It's an interception, and he does that a lot because Pat said it himself. Majority of the time, he does. Patrick Mahomes does that where he just rolls out, and that I guess that's just the play. He's about to make a play from that. He does that multiple times. If you watch the game, they do that a lot, really, where he's just like, fuck it. Oh, I think it's about to collapse. I'm about to just dip out. When majority of the time, if he stayed in there for maybe like a couple of seconds, he probably would have got a good pass off, if he would have just stepped up in the pocket. But I'm not shaming Pat Mahomes for it because that's his game. That's how he's gotten where he's been so far. But he's not. But he is going to throw a lot of interceptions. That doesn't make him a bad quarterback, though.
What I don't like with Jalen Hurts, his picks is me biased as a Philly fan. We have a great drive. You throw it in the red zone. Stop with the red zone.
Yeah, he throws that at the wrong time.
The ones that's down the field, I don't care because it's 3rd and long. It's like you're putting it to him anyway. That's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. But the ones in the red zone against the Packers, then the one in the red zone, I think we threw one in the red zone too against the Falcons.
All of them.
And then another one against the Saints, which that one I feel like that was on Devontae. If we had AJ a little bit more physical, He probably would have made a better break
one
on the ball.
That's on Jalen Hurts.
And it was the one at the end, right?
It's on Jalen Hurts. Hurts shouldn't have that ball, bro.
I'm gonna put this out here though, because I usually don't do stats, but I'm looking at the stats right now.
Okay.
Jalen Hurts is fourth in interceptions.
Yep.
And right behind him in fifth is Patrick Mahomes.
Oh.
Both with 4 interceptions and both with 3 touchdowns.
Like, can we go to last year's picks? Because last year was when Jalen started throwing picks that were like, whoa, that's not him. Because our Super Bowl year, the year we got there, he barely threw them. But that was also his
last
MVP.
year picks. Jalen Hurts was third with 15, and Patrick Mahomes was fifth with 14.
Oh, okay. So yeah, they're gonna get.
But what I was about to say to your comment though about Jalen Hurts, Jalen Hurts don't throw. They didn't throw the ball as much with Jalen Hurts those years before. I feel like from what we started to see, because they got talent to throw the ball to later, and to what we were saying earlier, like, bro, you can throw picks. It's about putting points on the board, and if I can roll out and get the yards myself, we're gonna be on the field more than what y'all are gonna be on the field, and that's what it boils down to. Back in the day, we used to see Pat Mahomes would roll out and run by himself until the team caught on, and he was like, I can get 20 more yards instead of me throwing the ball and taking the hit. Instead of me running the ball and taking the hit, I can get 20 more yards if we run this freestyle last play where I just roll out like I'm running, and they keep a safety and they keep one here because they keep a spy, not a safety. They keep a spy on me because they always have to have a spy on Pat Mahomes because we know like he's liable to run.
That's just me. That's like that style of play. Like it works. It's effective, especially if you got an athletic, speedy quarterback. But like in the long term, it's not sustainable. That's my only point. Like it's not sustainable.
As a Chiefs fan, I would say this: we've been spectacular in the past game, but every single time in the playoffs, I don't know if y'all peeped that. Just like Pat just said, that man get a 20-yard run that's clutched the fuck up, real lot. Look at the Cincinnati game.
Because they forget.
You just because you can throw the ball, go make a play. And we're okay. If you can make a play, if you make a mistake, even in the regular season, you can live with it because, like, damn, you can make a play. Not everybody can do that. I feel you go to the red zone interceptions and stuff, because that if you get all the way down the field, you want to get points. If you don't come up with nothing, it hurts every single time for your team.
I think like some quarterbacks are exception to the rule, and I think just because they're exception to the rule, that don't nullify the rule.
Speaking of exceptions to the rule, Rose,
I don't think that's true.
No, hold it.
I don't think that's true.
Speaking of exceptions to the rule, Rose, your damn team is just getting away with too damn much. At this point, the Chiefs are like Diddy. You can't beat the allegations no more. The evidence is here, brother. It's all here, bro.
Let him defend his.
Go ahead.
Y'all called me crazy week 1 when I said we need some more receivers because Travis Kelce, we gonna double, triple cover. We gonna make sure this nigga get off. He's still gonna get Pat Mahomes making plays.
Fuck all that shit.
But bruh, we talking about the main. We talking about the main Mr. Consistent right now.
We talking about Travis Kelce and y'all wide receivers. We talking about the fact that y'all penalty count be way lower. Because I'm sitting there watching the game and they pull up the penalty thing.
It's not. Oh, hold on, Najee. We said this on this podcast before. It's not about how many penalties. It's about when you call them
penalties.
But he capping though. Because he was coming in here talking about y'all seeing what we did, blah blah blah, and I had to tell them. I'm like, oh no, I'm sorry. You're right. It wasn't you. It was Kooley. Kooley was saying some shit and was talking. No, it was you. I
said I'm confident in us, but I said our receivers team is not, our receivers. Like, I'm not confident. I'm not confident in our receivers. I said
he did say that. He did say that.
Lost that game. I told you y'all could have lost that game if Lamar didn't miss that throw to Zay Flowers, and if Buddy didn't step on the outside stick. So no, it was that I said that, and you was saying you was happy about that fucking win. So I don't want to hear that.
That's not the topic right now.
Let's not let him do that. Let's not let him do it. He gonna do
Mel is talking about the fact that we're and then we're gonna go straight into it though. We're talking about the fact that Kansas City straight up hug Kyle Pitts when he going up for the touchdown, and the referee is sitting right there in plain sight because we got it in 4K. He's watching it, hand around the hip. He ain't even asked Kyle Pitts what he ate for dinner because he ain't even gonna take him out on a date. He just holding his hip already.
And
the ref ain't throw nothing.
He whispering sweet nothing's in his ear.
And the ref ain't throw nothing. That's the stuff we've been talking about. And this is not just the first game. This has been a couple games now.
You can see it in Joe Burrow's face when they called that.
I'm gonna say this. I watched the game.
Yeah.
I was up, of course, in the moment. I'm like, oh, they should have threw the flag. But as a Falcon fan, as a football enthusiast, I want to be as unbiased as possible. The argument against why they didn't throw the argument for why they didn't throw the flag was that Kyle Pitts is 6'6", 230, 240 pounds, and to stop him, you got to get a little bit more physical. So they probably allow more than versus another player.
Nah, Kelsey got the same frame, if not bigger, and he be getting away with everything, bro.
But that's the argument they're trying to make.
And I hate it. It's a bad one. It's a bad one, man. And to your point,
though, if that's the argument that they're making, it is. You want to know why it's bad? Because there's rules that's written, right? And the rule that was written was if you, take a fucking wide receiver out the fucking play, and from them catching the ball, it's not written that way, y'all. But of course, if you take the wide receiver out the play from catching the ball, pass interference. At no point inside of that statement is there any exceptions for weight, size, height, nothing of that ability, nothing. There's nothing in there about any of that. So it's the same thing with LeBron with fouls. It's like, yeah, he might be that big, but you can't just let somebody come and hack this man or Shaq. Like, what you mean? And I mean, Shaq did say, and I mean, to Kyle Pitts, like Shaq said, he had to make sure they saw it, and one thing I'll give back to Patrick Mahomes, we've seen, at least I have, I've seen this man make throws that was not even going to get caught by the wide receiver, but he just saw that man just getting attacked by the DB, and he just threw it over there so they can make sure they look at it. And so,
exactly
to the point of what we're talking about,
first thing he do, like a toddler.
So what we're talking about, like,
and guess what the ref do? Guess what the ref do? He'll look at him. Oh, okay, and then throw it. Hold it.
Almost go consult real quick and then throw it.
Damn.
He said, "Oh, you seen that? Oh, okay, I got you."
So we got hoes. I knew we got. I mean, going into the game, we knew we was gonna have to play the rest and the Chiefs.
Now you know how Philly felt 2-3 years ago. Hey man, come on.
Can I add this in the mix though? Since we're already here, hold on. Can I add this in the mix because this is what y'all don't want to allow happen just in front of y'all eyes, fans. You see how Massey? I'm sorry, y'all. We weren't here week 2. You see how Massey just jumped straight to this damn penalty shit and forget the fact that he took an L to that same team that took that L because of that penalty shit.
You know why we made up? You know why we made up for?
Yeah, he tried to do that. Don't let him go over your head.
He knows my psychological tricks. No, but speaking. Oh my God, no, yeah,
that 2 minute work.
That was a great.
1 minute work.
That 2 minute red light district.
1 minute work. Horrible defensive coverage.
That's even worse.
Because at the end of the day, the offense did what they could. Without AJ Brown, they did what they could.
No, that's even worse.
But that defense,
1 minute red light district. That's
that
like
defense slipped out. But you know what? The reason I'm not as mad because the same amount of time Derek Carr was given that, and we made a better play. Shout out to Reed Blankenship. Best white safety of all time.
Oh my God!
The only one of all time. But the best.
Hold on.
So you're more satisfied that because y'all had the opportunity to be in the same scenario, up by 1 touchdown and in a very close game versus a team that you shouldn't be close to, and you're happy that you were in that scenario.
No. I'm happy because you're showing me that that's not who y'all are going to be the rest of the season. Y'all showed me that, okay, we fucked up. We let them niggas catch one. Because at the end of the day, also, hold on.
Oh, y'all let us get one. Okay.
But what did they show you out of that game? Bro, they showed you that they're going to play close games.
We also showed what I didn't like as well. Because I'm going to be honest with you. That defense was not supposed. Another reason why we let that minute drive go down, them boys did not expect. Nobody thought. I thought the game was over. I'm sitting there like, oh, we got this. We gonna get a third down. We already in the red zone. We had a great job. We done chewed all the clock. They ain't got no timeouts left. We just got to get one more third down. I know how we are when it comes to third and less
Y'all
than 5.
couldn't get no pressure on the quarterback.
Bro, when motherfucking Saquon dropped
Why
that
would you-
ball, when Saquon, I'm like, dog, what is you doing? I'm like, dog,
Yeah,
that's
from
a
my
Y'all was
fantasy
too
sake.
tailgate.
no, that was a drop. That was one of the worst drops I've seen. I'm like, dude, you had the game. That's the game right there. We put the
And
game
they talk
away.
about
I think
he got to
during that
renew
time,
himself
though,
this week.
Near that time though, who was calling commentary? Was that Brady calling?
It was
commentary?
Monday Night Football, so it had to be Buck and Aitman.
Okay, well, I'd say there was a moment during that game with that 1 minute drive by the Falcons where they was like, this is the moment that damn, I just went blank on his name. That's
Kirk Cousins wanted it also as well.
Cousins.
I have another fact about that because
the past time
the past two, this was his Super Bowl because the past 2 seasons, week 2, he's come to Philly and lost. Another time, you on a new team, week 2, you come to Philly.
It was just the fact that they was just like,
Kirk
this is
wanted
gonna be
it
the
more.
perfect time for a 1 minute drive for Kirk Cousins because he's new to this team.
Yeah.
So all they're going to be doing is plays that they've learned in the instance. So it's going to be like quick stuff. It's not going to be sitting there thinking about all the
Yeah,
plays.
that's what they said.
It's going to be quick plays that they worked on during training camp. So I
So
was
that's why
like,
we was able
right
to
before you said
execute
that,
so
and before
quick.
they actually started their drive through that, I was like, you know what? He got a good point because right now you could tell, like, I instantly off the first pass, I was like, he's not really thinking about it. He's just going. It is just a flow that they was in at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, on top of that, the Eagles wasn't pressuring the ball. So I'm like, okay, since they're not pressuring, oh yeah, he's definitely getting time to throw the ball, and he's gonna pick them apart at this point.
Yeah,
Kirk Cousins ain't.
Kirk can throw
I
the
don't
ball.
like Kirk Cousins ain't a
we
bad
wasn't
quarterback.
pressuring. The defense was not pressuring.
He is not going to be. I don't.
Yeah, y'all
think
didn't
Kirk
get no
Cousins could be a
pressure. Y'all
franchise
was in a
quarterback.
prevent defense.
We was in prevent
With
and
pressure,
we wasn't.
he's not going to be a good
The
quarterback.
defense, them boys already had their cleats off. They was ready to go home. No,
But
as a Philly fan, no, bro. Anybody else watch the game? I thought we was gonna win that at that last minute. We had a great drive. How do you turn the ball over at that?
Like I said,
why? So let me.
I'm thinking we getting the first down and in it.
Why would anybody, and I mean anybody, like anybody who's watching football, anybody who's playing football, think the game is not over until the double zeros after seeing a fucking Super Bowl from 28-3 change?
That's true.
It's not over until double zeros, bro. Like it's like that's it. Like
but we also see it every week where a team plays like they think it's over. That's what I'm saying. No matter how many times you remind it, it's still a mentality. I see it when I coach my kids. When I coach soccer, that's sports. You're gonna always have that feeling where sometimes you forget.
So to your point, let's go over to a team. Let's talk about a team who does that. Baltimore. Baltimore gets up on teams.
That's what separates a lot of teams from being Super Bowl champions, which one's not. And also, we're looking at the fact that really the Eagles, we're being honest, they're one play away from really putting the game away. Saquon drops the ball, which out of 100 passes in that play 100 times, he drops that ball. He
made a first down earlier in that game.
He did, and they ran that same play. Yeah. And guess what?
And I thought we was gonna go for it.
But it's close the game. All he had to do, and you got to think when you go back and watch that replay, he already turns his head before he even catches the ball because he's like, "Oh, I already got this." But guess what? He didn't get it cool.
But it's a game.
Guess what? Once they send that ball back over, you cannot sit there and tell me. Like I said, Kirk Cousins, he might not be a franchise quarterback that you're gonna have for 5 to 10 years or whatever. But he ain't no shit quarterback either. Now he ain't no walk in the park quarterback. That's not something.
The Eagles approach that.
Trevor Lawrence might turn into Kirk Cousins.
They didn't think our offense would go none. They didn't think our offense would go none. So you run that play because even if we get the ball back, just like Jamel said, man, them boys ain't about to score, and that's what happened.
No timeouts. But go ahead, Rose. Go ahead, Rose.
We're talking about Kirk Cousins coming to a brand new team where, in this point, they know they're not about to run the ball, so he doesn't have to take plays off to run the ball. He's locked in at this point. This is all throws, and we're flowing through the shit. So at this point, and Kirk Cousins has been in the league for a while now. He ain't no rookie, and he ain't been in for only a year now.
13
He's
years.
flowing. So at that point, I wouldn't have put it against Atlanta to win that at that point because you're facing a veteran quarterback at that moment.
Even with
Just
zero
all
time,
he's got to do is look. He barely probably looking down there.
Get the ball
He ain't
out
even looking at the playbook. He's going, hey, we're gonna run this. We're gonna run this because that's stuff that they went over in training camp. Guess what? Like you said, the Eagles already was set up. Like, oh, we already won this game. They didn't prevent defense at this point. And guess what he did? He went to slicing and dicing their head.
There's a reason that man Kirk Cousins has been known as one of the most a lot of injuries because in this new NFL, if you don't apply pressure to any quarterback, any game, you're liable to get cooked. It's liable. Anybody can get you any Sunday. Real live. You let Brock Purdy goddamn slice you up. Well, damn it, you shouldn't let the man cook you up like that. 400 yards, be like, well, what the hell? Well, you let it happen. You let him get comfortable. And once you let him get comfortable to take what you give him.
Yeah, once he get in the rhythm, it's over with. And it just took that. It's when it comes to a 1 minute, 2 minute warning drive, it only take that first completion. You just need to get that first completion. He got that 10-yard or 11-yard completion to Kyle Pitts. Oh, they was moving. It was like, oh yeah.
And I'm about to say, all of this is not hard on it, but all you gotta do as the Eagles is you just take it and learn from it. That's all.
Yeah, and then
we move on to the next one.
And we did against the Saints, and Blankenship made a great play. And hey, we was good. You know, without Devontae Smith and without AJ Brown and without Lane Johnson, then Darius Slay out in the last minute due to a late holding block from the lineman. They still made.
To me, one is two things from that I heard from this Eagles game, and one thing that I just heard from you in this. I wouldn't like that as an Eagles fan and an Eagles team because we're playing close games with teams that we really, if we're trying to get back to where we're trying to go, but the reason why right now you kind of like it's okay is because the Chiefs is playing close.
I was just about to say, dog, they've been
the Ravens is playing like how
everybody,
they're playing. The Bengals, the top teams are playing.
Bengals about to be 0-3 after
whatever. It's across the board right now. Just teams be playing. But
nobody played in the preseason.
My other thing was everybody was saying like, oh, Saquon, he redeemed himself. Saquon to me didn't redeem himself because he ran the ball crazy. I mean, you got to catch the ball in a prime time situation, and he wasn't put in that situation because that's a different level of focus and you know what I mean, type of ball and play that you got to play. And y'all are a team that can end up back in the conference final game, and he's never been there.
And to your point, Pat. That's why us being 1-2 with the Falcons, we done played in back-to-back primetime games against two marquee matchups, two of the best teams in the NFL. That's a lot of pressure. Like, so the fact that we was able to come away 1-2, split.
And y'all got this weekend? Who y'all got this
Saints.
weekend?
Y'all got the Saints. Y'all host Saints pull up. Saints
that's
pull
what
up
I was about to say. And the Saints ain't a good team to play against right now. Like they easily got. I didn't know Chase Young was over there, but they easily probably for sure. got a top 3 defense in the league right now. Like,
you also forgetting this
defense
too.
Is balling.
It's not. Y'all are playing these games. Y'all are keeping them close. It's not games where y'all are getting blown out or like you're blowing a team out. Y'all are keeping them close. So it's like a double-edged kind of sword with right now for the Falcons wise is, hey, we could beat these teams, but can we actually put them away though? Is going to be that question when you get closer to
they're missing. And the Falcons is missing one piece. But that's okay because y'all are pieces better than what y'all were before.
That's our biggest holder right now. Yeah. The teams that are used to winning, that been winning, like the Chiefs, the Eagles, they are better in situational football. We are learning as with a new head coach, a new quarterback, new addition to the defense. We're learning how to win in those situations, like being better in situational football.
Yeah, this will help y'all in the long run. This will help y'all in the long run because the tougher the schedule, the easier it is to become. You know, like Philly, we had a tough schedule last year. You know what I'm saying? Chiefs got a tough schedule this year. Like everybody's got it. You got to play everybody. You know, so it's either going to burn you out or it's going to make you better. Last year, Philly, it burned us out.
Is the bench guys or the guys that you see as future stars on your team, are they learning from the experiences of what's going on? That's going to play into a factor later on as it goes on.
After the game,
or is Michael Penix picking in? Is he taking in as much as he can in these moments of what's going on?
After that Chiefs game, and not so much with Michael Penix, but like Drake, Bijan, like all the younger stars on that team. After that game, they lost it. They had like disappointment, on their face, and that's good. Like for that to happen early in the season and later in the season, because now when we get a situation again like that, we gonna be ready to execute. Like, oh, we've been here before. We know how it felt when we didn't come through that one time against the Chiefs in week 2. So, yeah, I think
for sure. I mean, well, you got to think about it like this too, though. Like to your point, think about the psychological aspect of it, right? So the first week we lose a game to Pittsburgh. We ain't allowed them to score no touchdowns, though. They got all crazy field goals.
Pittsburgh is good.
But they ain't getting no touchdown, though. Then we come back the next week, and we were able to compete with Philadelphia, who we know is the leader of that conference, and they were able to march down at the end of the game and go and get that game-winning drive. So we pumped, niggas slick. Like, and then we come into play the defending champs. We feel like, bro, if we win this game, we can go back to the Super. We can go to the Super Bowl. That's what a team is probably thinking at that time, if you really think about it. So of course, it's a little level of disappointment and doubt, and letdown by losing the game. Especially the way they lost the game, but
I say disappointing.
I think they played a hell of a game, but I gotta give credit.
The fact that we was able to compete with the world champs, that's like, oh, we not playing, bro. We about to lock in. We about to run through the NFC.
No, I mean, I'm gonna say this: you don't want to continue to just say the fact that
who was the first week that y'all played?
But y'all played good. It was Pittsburgh, but they didn't score.
Yeah,
Pittsburgh did not score. They got 2 50-yard field goals.
3-0.
That's
3-0.
Pittsburgh good this year though. Pittsburgh good.
See,
look. They're
3-0, but a lot of people are calling them pretenders.
They're scoring against them niggas.
They've been pretenders for
Atlanta
a while.
Played them better.
That is true.
Mike Tomlin has always kept them above 500. So
that is true.
That makes you a pretender.
I only say it because, like, once again, my dad has been a Steelers fan my whole entire life. So like I keep close eye on their games, and I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna say I remember exact year, but it's been a couple years where I'm like, you know what, the Steelers are actually, they could be in that conversation in the Super Bowl. I haven't had that thought in a while.
2017. Since then.
Mike Tomlin keeps them above water, but other than that, they're not gonna be selling.
That brother keep his job. Mike Tomlin is the coworker that come in and say, I'm doing my job and I'm doing nothing.
I ain't doing bare minimum, but I ain't doing the most.
He's won the most,
ain't it?
What else do you want?
It's given. What was the coach from the Bengals from back in the day? The brother, Mercedes Lewis. He was long-time coach.
Marvin Lewis.
I said Mercedes Lewis. Yeah.
Oh, he turned the boy. I was
gonna say to your point, but I think the reason right now, like the reason that not Philly, but the reason why Pittsburgh is having this success is only because like no one schemed against them. Like no one has schemed against them. No one studied for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, that's true. You just prepare for that defense.
I mean, their defense, exactly.
TJ.
You prepare for the defense.
You prepare for TJ. You don't really prepare for the DBs and safeties. You prepare for TJ.
And I think this can kind of segue us over to a little bit to what I think is also not being prepared for is Pittsburgh. But Pittsburgh is doing very good, I think, in terms of their play. Of course, they took that L this week, but I mean, not Pittsburgh. Sorry, I'm not the Patriots. I just said just like I'm my part of me on my camera. Transition. My bad. But the Patriots is doing pretty well. Like I think this year with their play, and I mean, of course, took the L, but surprising people because of course no one's necessarily scheming against them, but you have to look out for them soon, bro.
I would say this about my Patriots.
Give them 2-3 years. Give the Patriots 2-3 years. If
our defense has been consistent.
You can't keep Reset longer. We know what's going to happen. He's been in the league. He's been in the league for 10 years.
What are you talking about?
The man's been in the league 10 years.
You think I want to keep? You think
we're not talking about?
If I'm your head coach, come on, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
We're not talking about. Reset is literally a placeholder for right now.
But he's starting.
He's a placeholder.
Yeah, right now. Yeah.
But you're saying 2 to 3 years. What's the solution?
What's the solution?
No, he's not the solution.
No, I'm saying if you're saying 2 to 3 years,
keep taking
who's gonna be that guy?
Top a top.
No.
I ain't gonna lie.
I would say
why Shiloh
I'll
can't?
be honest with you.
Why
Brissett
not Shiloh
might not
out the
even
door?
be the starter by the end of the season. Drake May might end up being the starter by
Why
literally
Cam Ward
like the
can't?
last
Why
5 games of the
Shador
season.
can't? You know, there's some
like
guys
I've been
coming up.
like I've been telling
Shit, no, they need to go get
to
trapped.
really,
Shit.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
You can't keep drafting quarterbacks with nobody to throw to.
No disrespect to Drake May. To what I feel was we should have drafted a wide receiver, or we should have got a wide receiver in the draft. You could always find a quarterback. You can find a quarterback, but if you ain't got no receivers out there, it ain't gonna help.
Donald.
Shit,
So
Marvin
now,
Harrison on that team.
If we would have Marvin Harrison on the team right now, and we had Brissett just as a placeholder,
Brissett. No, I'm gonna be
like
honest.
I said,
they were saying
you got
Mel.
you missing that statement. I'm saying,
bro,
right
they were saying Kyler Murray couldn't see over his
placeholder.
line. They were saying Kyler Murray made bad passes. This that. Now they praising Kyler Murray because of Marvin Harrison.
Oh no, there was
now
also that year.
No,
let's not like Kyler Murray ain't have MVP.
Now they saying Sam Donald is on a comeback.
Pat, you're right at a point. The Twitter and all this football world have been talking crazy about Kyler Murray.
That's because of his social.
The real ones know Kyler Murray could play.
He had MVP, but this is what I'm saying.
Heisman
just the optics. Look at the optics though. Just like to what we're saying, the Patriots got to go get somebody to throw the ball to, or somebody to
somebody who's not going to check it down.
Kyler Murray was hurt like a lot of that last season.
Kyler Murray's had an MVP.
Kyler Murray's his best season.
He was. Kyler Murray
was with Larry Fitzgerald his last year.
No, his best season was the year the
I think
Rams
it was when
went
he
to
had
the bowl.
D-Hop and
D-Hop.
It was
That's
D-Hop. It was the year. It was the year they
else.
lost. It was the year they lost in the first round to the Rams when the Rams went to win the bowl. It was 2021. It was the year after the COVID.
He's been hurt.
They went like
J.J. Watt last year.
They went like 8-0 or something. They had a crazy year, then got to the playoffs and lost to the Rams.
He's been injury prone ever really.
Brissett has never had nothing like that. Brissett has never had nothing like that.
See, Mel, I don't know why you
I'm saying it in terms of if you put Marvin Harrison with Kyler Murray, of course he's going to shine. He's with a decent quarterback. But if you put Marvin Harrison on the Patriots,
look at Sam Donald.
Sam
Donald has never had a sign.
Sam Donald balling with Justin Jefferson.
What has he done?
Oh, okay. I forgot. Okay. I don't watch the ball.
Did you see?
I want to watch one of their games.
I get what you're trying to go at. I get where you're trying to go with this.
He was decent,
but you gotta look at it like this.
He was.
If I have Marvin Harrison Jr. on my team, and I'll just put Brissett as just a quarterback just for that 1 year, Marvin Harris is still going to shine because there's nobody else. He's going to shine no matter what.
He's still going to eat.
He's going to eat because guess what? Who else is the ball going to?
Look at Buddy over there at the Giants.
Who else is the ball going to?
Look at Buddy.
The ball ain't going to nobody else.
Look at Justin Jefferson.
I'll give it to you.
But if I sit there and I can literally get another quarterback next year,
better than this man.
If I get another quarterback next year and tag team him with Marvin Harrison Jr., now we're locked in for a while now. Because guess what? Marvin Harrison is young, and I have a young quarterback.
Do that, though?
Right now, the question is
tag team with him.
No, y'all need to just go get drafted.
You know what I mean? Pause. I want to make a duo or whatever. I want to make a. Come on, man. I can't have a 2-star team. Damn.
Trying to make it better. Just get your team better.
I'm trying to make a team. I'm trying to make sure my team is good for longevity wise.
Bro, hold on. Nah, he just jumped off the top rope. What's up?
Shit, with a flying elbow. Fuck it. 2 tiers in the bucket.
Go check on your man.
Anyways, he said ain't gonna be the quarterback for New England for a while. But so far we wanted to. We got the belt to our ass. Pause by the Jets.
Damn, nigga.
Because the Jets, baby. I'll be honest. Right now, we didn't expect that from Aaron Rodgers, but we should expect that from.
Didn't expect what?
The slice. He's slicing.
A-Rod he was balling, bro. He was rolling out the pocket. He literally
was cutting us up.
Making passes.
Yeah, that's what he do.
That's what I'm saying.
Coming off an Achilles injury, bro.
He got a clean pocket.
Coming off an injury, we wouldn't expect that. But he's Aaron
Rodgers.
That
man KD with it.
All right.
I don't even care about the Jets.
All right, that's enough. That's enough now. So, but that's our defense has been consistent though.
Huh?
Has he done that in any other games? Have you seen that, Najee? Like, that was my first time seeing him rolling and running again and being mobile.
In years. I haven't seen him do that in years. I'm not gonna lie.
The man is he won 2 straight MVPs off doing that.
No. Mel, you're not forgetting. We're saying we haven't seen that in years though.
That's feels like
it's been a while since we've seen a game. Aaron Rodgers,
and
that was
coming off of that
was a vintage Aaron Rodgers game against us. That's all I'm saying.
Absolutely,
it was a vintage Aaron Rodgers game,
and it was. I'm gonna tell you the truth.
I think
that shit was beef. I think it was beef.
Young boys, because that touchdown pass he threw to Bryce Hall. That touchdown pass he threw to Bryce Hall when he did the wheel out into the end zone. Bryce Hall told Aaron Rodgers before the play started, "Hey man, just throw it to me. I'm gonna beat him." And Aaron Rodgers said, "Okay." So you start to see Aaron Rodgers get comfortable in that offense. He's starting to
he got comfortable.
Confidence in them boys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But if he wasn't open, he wasn't gonna make that pass. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Because A-Rod is he up there, man. He up there with those decisions. He up there with the talent. But no, that was beef, bro. The whole team, because they said the Jets wanted to get their ass beat for years by the Patriots. So the Jets wanted to beat them. But then A-Rod, like, bro, I don't care what anybody who's in the Tom Brady era that's still throwing their football right now that goes against the Patriots, whether Bill Belichick is there or not, Tom is there or not, does not want another L to the Patriots.
That's true.
And Aaron Rodgers is
especially with them not there.
Aaron Rodgers' career is built off of owning a division with the Packers. He wants to own wait till he plays Miami. Wait till he has to play. Who's the other team in the
But also forget we got to add this part in there too.
Who's the other team? Wait till he plays Buffalo.
Ooh. This is Aaron Rodgers' first time playing at home with the Jets since the injury.
That's true.
So he got something to prove.
Yeah, and that San Fran and Tennessee.
I got some jitters. I got some extra.
He had no jitters. Really, the jitters went away once Bryce Hall went to work. He started the gravy train at the start of the game, and from there, you can see Aaron Rodgers started getting comfortable. And I mean, we haven't been at the wrong place at the wrong time.
I think it's Brees. I met his pops. His pops is he's from Detroit. I met his pops. He's cool with my uncle's neighbor. Yeah, he's cool. I was like, oh shit,
that's dope.
But
oh shit,
I'm gonna say this. We have next week.
That nigga
we got 49ers though. I might be there at the game. I might go to that game. Not gonna lie.
Okay, Bay Area.
Oh yeah,
it'll be a good $30.
Yeah, and I think Brady will be doing that game because it's the Fox 4 o'clock game
on San Fran, and then you got
so you got Tom Brady commentating Aaron Rodgers. Tom Brady's commentating his former team against his childhood team with Aaron Rodgers there. Oh wait, no, not Aaron Rodgers.
Wait,
I'm tripping.
You talking about the Jets or you talking about the Patriots?
No, the Patriots. I'm tripping. I don't know why I thought threw Aaron Rodgers in there, but either way, no. Going back to the Patriots, my bad. Tom Brady is commentating his former team against his childhood team. I think because it's
led by his former
Fox
protege.
game. And lately, Tom Brady's been doing the 4 o'clock.
What is the former team part of it got to do with anything?
It's just the cool shit.
I see what
they be trying to add.
Don't care about
I get it,
bro.
Niggas be trying to add onions and bell peppers.
He's not my
that was already in the season there, dog.
Pat, you gotta look at it like this. He's building the story because it's the drama.
Story.
Tom Brady is commentating his
you get that, Rose? It's
led
context.
by his former protege versus his favorite.
Honestly, you're right because Rose take notes.
We got I gotta instruct you on the context.
And I gotta stop thinking about it like it's just me, like who's learning this or we just learning this.
It ain't my team. I'm not watching that game.
You know what I'm saying?
I got red zone on.
I mean, I was gonna get to it, but Bell got that first. I like that he did.
I could be wrong, but just judging off of this, it said it's a 4 o'clock game and it's on Fox. And lately, Brady has been doing the 4 o'clock Fox games because he did it the Dallas game. I think he did it this past week. I can't remember. I remember week 1 he did.
I thought he did 2 of Dallas games. I thought he did the first Dallas game.
This is
the one against
NFL
Cleveland.
Be missing, bro.
I haven't seen him on any other game because I haven't been watching him.
This is what NFL be missing. Storyline. Give me a reason
because the only storyline they got right now.
Give me a reason to invest.
Bro, this ain't the WWE, niggas.
No. I think about like the NBA.
You're right. We need better storylines because all we got
right
now
is no storyline.
Taylor Swift didn't come to Atlanta.
And it be the Lakers
versus.
I
just want to say this real quick.
We know what that means. We know it's about to be some smoke when it's the Denver versus Lakers game.
And it's very slept on, Kooley. I think it's very slept on, and we'll see. Because a lot of people, I loved when Tony Romo hopped in because he just did he's still doing a great job. But now Tony Romo's starting to he got his favorite quarterbacks too much, and it gives a little bias sometimes. I mean, like
that's how I feel about
Tom Brady ain't coming with no bias because
I ain't gonna lie.
he just finished playing.
They don't call it how it is.
I like Tom Brady shit. Because he definitely called it how it is. Because one of the plays, Lamar had threw a ball to Derrick Henry. He like, yeah, that's a terrible ball. You got to throw a better ball and allow him to be able to make a play with it. And we get to hear it from a GOAT level quarterback, a high level quarterback. Even if Aaron Rodgers was saying that same comment, right? We would be able to say
commentary.
Yeah, but even if he was saying like that, we would be able to respect it and be able to take that and be like, well, what is it that, and look at it. Tony Romo making that comment, we're going to be like, so you wouldn't have did the same thing, my niggas?
I'm not gonna lie.
You wouldn't have did the same thing.
That's how I feel.
Tony Romo doing the
Cowboys
game. Tony Romo doing the Cowboys game. Dak, that was a bad throw. Ain't that the man that took your job, though?
You would have did
you gonna say
this is Tony Romo in a nutshell. This is Tony Romo in a nutshell.
Well, Jim,
he called out Deion Sanders for not being able to tackle, and then Deion said he went on CBS or like some telecast. He was like, "I'm not responding to that."
That's Tony Romo.
That's it. It's Tony Romo. I'm not responding to that. That's what Deion said.
Okay.
Exactly.
That's exactly how I feel.
Kind of segue.
I see Tony talking, or I see Matt Ryan give me a comment. I go, come on. Are you really giving me any real? You're not on that level.
I don't like hearing Dan Orlovsky when I watch college football games. I'm like,
I ain't gonna lie,
bro, you be running out of bounds.
Can I ask y'all a question though? Let's ask a real question though, and take the idea of going to the Super Bowl because of course teams. Well, honestly, you got to keep it in there. Who's a better quarterback, though?
Who? Between who?
Romo or Matt?
Romo or Matt?
Romo or Matt
That's
Ryan.
an MVP. That's an MVP. Tony Romo's never had an MVP season.
Matt Ryan wins.
I ain't gonna lie. That MVP season was
top notch.
One of the beautiful things ever.
All right, let's move on.
Come on, dog.
I don't think we have much else to move on to.
Now, I think it's hilarious watching
analysts
because you can hear the PTSD from his days of playing with the Falcons like seep into his commentary. He'd be like, "Man, I would have went for it too if I was the Eagles. You know your defense."
On the Manning cast.
And we know what you would.
That's what I like, bro.
Eli
And the Manning cast is amazing. I love the Manning cast. It's a great.
I get behind that.
My gosh,
I like that,
man.
ESPN does that. I don't like when they do like the Stephen A's room with basketball and all that other stuff. I don't like that.
Really?
You bringing in
maybe having some extra people up in there that don't need.
I don't like it because it's Stephen A. I don't like it because it's Stephen A. We don't need it. I liked it when it was Kevin Garnett's room. When it was KG, like remember when they would go on the comment and it would be KG and he'd have somebody with him. And
the guest needs to be a non-player. The non-player can't be the host. The non-player needs to be a guest. That's why when Manning cast, Peyton, Eli liked to just kind of watch the game and just kind of like build off his brother. But Peyton, boy, he knows I don't like that play because when you had that safety, it'd be like, oh, okay, hold on, let me learn.
But that's how you know. That's how you know Eli's success in the back was Peyton in his ear, telling him these are the reads, these are the plays. That's his brother. That's crazy. That's crazy words, brother. But Paul,
still,
no bestiality.
You don't know what they did growing up in that house.
And they told Diddy, I said, "Hey, your kids."
Hey, I ain't gonna lie though. The way all of them look the same, it is kind of nuts.
But Mel, you got a point though. From the deep south. I feel like it should be like that, where the former player should have the show, then the guest, whoever comes on,
for sure.
It's like a celebrity something.
But it's showing how them boys is really helping Arch in his career.
No, even
First
just like
Take is jumping.
Yeah, what?
But it's because of Shannon Sharp. It's not because of Stephen A.
God.
I mean, he adds on to
that.
the
I feel that, but I like the Manning cast.
When it comes to like the modern day like sports arena, it's Shannon Sharp, it's Cam, Mace, and
heavily opinionated.
And I say Jeff Teague and them boys, and they heavy opinion.
Jeff Teague and them is good.
But I ain't gonna lie, I think that's a nigga bias podcast.
It is.
Because there's other sports that's a sports podcast.
There's a podcast with
tripping,
Mark Ingram and Urban Meyer, bro.
There's a podcast with Marshawn
that one goes in.
And what's the other dude name? I don't know his name. I just learned of him.
I know you're talking
fullback.
About. I know you're talking
about.
Yeah,
Marshawn Lynch and his fullback from Seattle.
Yeah.
Actually, okay.
Yeah. But no, the Urban Meyer, there was an episode where Urban Meyer, Nick Saban, and Mark Ingram talking about the shift between Florida's dominance and the beginning of Alabama's dynasty, and how Nick Saban admitted, y'all were the reason we got our dynasty started. I was like, damn, to hear Nick Saban say something like that, the most confident coach, the most dominant coach of all time, to like just talk to Urban Meyer about how they used to like go back and forth back in the late early 2000s. Great conversation.
We don't acknowledge compliments from the ops. So we keep that. if he was talking about Georgia.
I'm gonna say this though. I don't watch college football like that. I don't. I keep it real. But every once in a while I try to at least catch College Game Day. Because
Nick Saban's there. Yeah.
With Nick Saban, actually, I'm more a fan of, I guess, Pat McAfee, because it's like he brings more to.
Pat McAfee is great.
That's entertaining to me. Like, I'm not a huge college football guy, so it's like, you don't need to spew numbers at me and all this stuff, and I'm be like, oh yeah, I'm into it.
You remember when I said
college football got the stories? College football.
If
you want story with your football, you watch college football because it's always be a story in college.
I ain't gonna lie though. Kooley, and see, that's what I mean. Like, Pat McAfee might be over Shannon Sharp, but that's because Pat McAfee is able to go to a different crowd easily.
And Pat McAfee, easily. He has that show every morning. Well, Shannon does this very frequently, but it's also at night. And it's not on TV. Pat's on TV with
the problem with that was, or the problem there is it's not because it's on YouTube, because you got plenty of YouTube podcasts. The thing is it's not the same. You're not having it, like, for example, I don't watch Pat McAfee's show. I've never watched a Pat McAfee episode a day in my life. I've never watched the Joe Rogan podcast a day in my life. That's like the #1 podcast out here. Those are #1 in their respective genres. And I say all that to say, they connect. You have more people that you can connect to. I'm not saying Shannon Sharp can't connect to the other community, but what I am saying is what's gonna be easier. You know what I mean? Who do we have to deal with? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, in a sense where that's just what it is. Like, it's the same reason why they were saying Lamar was going to be a wide receiver, and then you got CMC, and niggas still trying to test if he can throw a ball at some point. You know what I mean?
And we all know why. So, yeah. But y'all got anything else y'all seen this week in the NFL the past couple of weeks? College, anything?
Not football.
I'll leave off with this. I just want to leave off with this with football. I do not know what is going on, but I am ready for football to get to like week 5 or 6, so we can start seeing the elite teams be the elite.
And we can see Pat have
the Ravens scraped out with the I could probably choose a team by that time, but the Ravens scraped out with a win. You know, that was the potential team, but I'm not necessarily liking what I'm seeing over there. You know, out of the team, not focused enough, just not playing up to par, and not scheming well enough for me. So I don't think I'm going to have to, you know, side with them. And definitely not siding with Dallas. Hell no. That shit looks pitiful. You got CeeDee Lamb out there down beating on grass like he a kid. And then, I mean, like, Dak just, like, it looks bad, bro. Dak act like he can't run ever since
my boy CeeDee Lamb look like me.
This shit just looks terrible, bro.
CeeDee Lamb look like me on the sideline doing push-ups. Hold on now, let me do my.
And that defense can't stop now. I mean, I'm talking about Kenneth Kenneth, you need to go to Miami right now and see if you can get a contract and the week that they play in Dallas. They won't be able to stop you. The Knicks can't stop nobody from running the ball, bro. This shit's ridiculous, bro. Like, this shit's crazy, bro. Like, that's it. Niggas get to telling me I'm a traitor. I'm gone, bro. I'm not fucking with that.
I told niggas about Trayvon Diggs. I told niggas, yeah, he get all them interceptions because he cheat to play. But when you gotta play man up and you gotta lock somebody down, he getting his ass cooked.
Diggs ain't really get that cooked, I feel like. But Diggs is always, like, to your point, Diggs has always led the team with, like, yes, he led with interceptions, but he also led, like, the shit damn near the league with receptions against. Like, niggas was always getting off, but he just had them big plays because that's the trade-off. You either you get your big play or they're gonna get off against you. Just
it's a double edged.
All right, you playing them lanes. Once that ball make it, that's a shot, or I can go to the lane because you know we're in the play because you jumped the play. You know, so it's kind of, you know, same thing there. You win or you lose, it's gamble. In basketball, though, I think it doesn't hurt as much because you can get them you can get them back quick. Football, you make the wrong move, bro.
It's a long walk to get back to
also,
first down.
I don't know how true this is, but this is what it looked like to me. For the optics. I think that Cowboy team that gave up on their team, cause Jay Jones and all them boys, how they just running the organization, they just fuck it.
Fuck it, we keep selling the dream.
That's what I think.
Them niggas got the memo.
That money situation. Sometimes it's that money situation.
I'm gonna say this.
Yeah, them niggas tripping.
Yeah, they got their money. I feel like everybody on that team got their money. So it is what it is. Jerry gonna do what he's gonna do. He gonna be the GM. He said himself he gonna stay the guy. Ain't nobody else gonna make those decisions but him. So that is what it is for them.